What if I told you that I can bypass your MFA system and then have access to all of your company data? Do this seems pretty cool? I'm Alex, and I will be your guide to this underworld of cybersecurity. In this video, we're gonna dive into the EvilGinx function. We're gonna create a website run for Office 365. Then we will hijack sessions. We're gonna understand how EvilGinx can manipulate web traffic, and I will give you some weapons to protect yourself from it. But before we go any further, please subscribe and hit that ring button so that way you won't miss any other content. Trust me, you don't want to miss it.
Now here at the right side, we have our EvilGinx server running. The first thing you need to know in EvilGinx is your fishlets. You can type fishlets and EvilGinx will show you every single fishlet that you have. Basically, this is the YAML file that will understand the target information and you get the sensitive data from the traffic. Here, as we can see, we have the O365 enabled. EvilGinx will do a lot of stuff for you. So it's pretty easy to use it. Once you get your fishlet configured with your domain name, you can see the lures. Once that you get your lure, you will get your path. And if you don't use your path, some other things can happen, okay? You can get help, type in help, and the command that you need, like lures. So basically you have all the information that you need to work with all the lures that you get here. We can see that you already have one with ID 0. And it's the fishlet is the Office 365, and here's the path. But you can get the URL here. You can type lures, get URL, and the ID from your lure. Okay, now this is now the server is running. We can copy this link. Our server at the right side are good to go. In the left side, we have a private browsing using Firefox. We are simulating the victim browser here. You can use an email to send a phishing email to our victim. Try to get the victim, click on the link. Okay, so basically here, what we will do is simulate that the victim click it on our URL. So let's see, we already have tokens intercepted here. Okay, it is asking my email. Okay, so if you can see here, this is my fake domain. Okay, I use it for pen test purposes. If you take a closer look here, you can see the trick here. And so you must pay attention to the links that you click. So that way you can avoid a lot of other phishing attacks. Now you can see that we have the same login, the same sign-in page for Office 365. I put my victim email here. Click next. Now we enter our password. Click sign in. And to approve my enter this information here, the number 37 in my authenticator app. I need to allow it and then use my fingerprint. So that way Office 365 will let my user pass. Now we are logged in. I can easily navigate from the site. I need to put my password once again. And now my victim is navigating using my phishing domain. Okay, so I'm using it here, but as we can see, we have the password here in clear text password here. We have the mail username too. Now we open a new session on private browsing. We try to access login.microsoftonline.com. As we can see, we need to put the credentials here, but we don't need this. Here is the hacker's browser. Okay, it's we'll get the sensitive data that was captured by EvilGinx and use it here in our browser. Remember, it's our hacker's browser now, and you get all the sessions that we have here. Okay, so basically, the session that I need is 19. I can type sessions 19, so we can have when we type sessions 19, we have all the information here, like username and password. Okay. Here we have a lot of information, but the main information that we need is ESTS out persist here. Can copy it. In Firefox, we need to access the developer option, so we can type Ctrl-Shift-I. We can go to storage and delete all this stuff here in our cookies management. We put the ESTS out persistent here, and then we put the value here. You can copy the value, which is this big string here. Right click it. Let's copy to the value here. Then I can hit enter and we are good to go. Okay. Now in our hackers browser, we can try to access login.microsoftonline.com once again. Can close the developer options, and now our hacker have access to the Office 365 environment of the victim. Okay, as we can see here, I'm logged as Alice, our victim. Another problem here is if I just click in the link and my browser is already logged in as Alice, what will happen? What will happen is the same thing that you can see here. We will get the ESTS out persistent token, and we will get the same amount of access, but we will not have the username and password for Alice. You may be wondering, how can we protect ourselves from this type of threat? It happens that Microsoft Entra formerly Azure Active Directory, has conditional access. You can filter your users from source IPs based on countries, not join domain devices, devices without Intune, or unusual operating systems. So that way you should be more protected than the average. Thanks for watching.